Recording now?
Okay, so we're gonna roll to determine who goes first. You got a 6, so you get to choose whether or not you go first during drafting or gameplay.
Drafting.
So blue team here is going to start by picking pilots for his mechs, and the second player will be able to go first because player 1 has chosen to draft first.
He does, that's your striker.
Let's say show those as well, yes. I'm probably not going to have audio for this part. That's good. Don't shake it though. Good. The motion blur is very heavy on these. I'm sorry if I'm being a little bit demanding, but it's
No, it's fine.
for the video.
Show your thing to.
Yeah, down, 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 down.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay. Welcome. Wrong time, lady. Please go the fuck away.
That's fine, she's doing her job.
I know. See, this is where I'm probably gonna have a lot of transitions here. So in between each pilot. Good.
Sponsored by Space Donuts.
Closer. Good. Yeah, next time come on like an extra like maybe 4 inches closer, 3-4 inches closer. Yeah, like that. That's good. Now just make sure that you don't cover up the stats or what number they are.
Yeah, just make sure that it's noted that, like, some of these are stand-ins, because
That's great. Yep.
I'm pretty sure that's obvious, but, like,
You should do multiple recordings where you stop and then pick it up for another recording after this. So that way you have more than one video.
I only need the one.
Yeah.
There's no reason to do 2.
Alright.
So as long as you guys are able to complete this game in a reasonable time, everything will be fine.
Well, I think it's more or less, let's just show gameplay and then just sum it up.
yeah,
Mhm.
we don't have to go the full 3 goals, I'd say, at least until one person gets
Good.
a goal.
Which one was that?
That was my midfielder.
Why don't you show yours one more time first? You show yours again with the number shown, because you were covering up the red piece. I didn't know which one it was. That's good. Thank you. And then yours. Great, thanks. And great. Yep.
Okay.
All right,
Yep.
we're going to go ahead and start the game. Since the blue player here has chosen to draft his players first, red team is going to go first for the round.
And the way that the rounds work is that you get to move 3 of your mechs during your turn. Speed, how many hexes they can move is determined based on the speed. So with that, I'm going to move my striker 1, 2, 3, 4.
gets to move 3 characters per turn.
Yeah, 3 characters per turn. Speed is determined. How many hexes they can move is determined by speed. And then when a player gets to the ball, they move with the ball. But the ball always stays a hex ahead of them because the ball is so big that they can't share the same hex.
Right, and once the player's done carrying the ball with them, they can go ahead and kick it to any direction that they choose.
Yeah. So, with a power of 4, my striker is able to kick it 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then because
it hit a wall.
Because it hit the border of the map, it goes 1, 2.
Yeah, hitting the wall, basically, it's a gravity ball hitting an anti-gravity field on the border, and when it hits that border, it gains 2 extra spaces to its power and bounces off.
Yeah. When it hits an edge, it bounces off 2.
Yep.
So if just that guy was going to kick it, that's your D12, right?
Yes.
If he was just going to kick it straight, it would be a power of 4, so it would move 4 spaces. But if you hit it against the wall,
it would go right
6.
back to where it was.
Yeah,
basically.
it would go 6 spaces, and it always, when it hits the edge, it will always bounce at an angle.
Good. So I'm going to move him.
Mecha.
Oh,
Yeah, he still
No,
has.
there's only one guy. I did that. That was a terrible move, but I did that specifically to showcase that.
That was actually pretty good. So I might not even need to speed up the video.
3.
I might just do some cuts and edits here and there.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah. I should, you can move your mechs in any order, and you can kick at any time. So you can set up like a giant pinball thing with your mechs.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is that you can only,
Technically, you can get the ball across midfield and into the goal in 1 turn.
yeah, if you were able to get the perfect setup for it, which is true. In soccer.
Which I was able to do in our last game,
Mhm.
luckily enough, which was pretty cool on its own.
So I'm going to kick you with a power of 4.
Okay, so it would be 6 when it hits off that wall.
So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4.
Now,
You.
Now there's a rule for this.
it could go past him, but now you guys both have to roll a d6, and you're checking your power against his defense. Alright, what is the power for this mech?
For your D12.
4.
Plus the,
The defense.
Yep, alright, so you got a power of 4 plus 6, that's 10. What do you have?
For that mech, that's my striker. He has terrible defense. He has 1, so that's 2. So he goes down in
one defense plus 1 from the dice there. So blue wins the check for power against defense for that kick. So you've moved it. How many spaces? You bounced it against the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4.
No.
And then it goes past him.
He has a choice of 2 options. 1, it could go past me,
I'm going to kick it.
or he can kick it with that mech.
I'm going to kick it.
But if you're going to kick it from there, it's athletics versus athletics.
You might as well go past him with it.
He's choosing what he wants to do, so it's athletics versus athletics.
Try to roll it in screen so that the screen can see it,
Got a 4.
and that's not even close.
So, athletics for my striker is 3, so mine's a 7.
My athletics for my striker is
Try to speak up.
2, so it'd be 5.
I win. So you do not succeed in kicking it away. So the ball's now going to stay there unless you move another mech over there to kick it.
I've already moved.
You getting all this? Okay.
I've already moved.
So then it's my turn.
Yeah.
And all the rules are making sense to you?
Yeah, if the player attempts to make a strike on a ball that would move the striking range of an opposing team's mech, the striking mech and the defending mech have to respectfully compare the strength and defense of the attacking and defending mech. If the attacking mech's strength is higher than the defense of the defender,
we're also rolling a
die.
die. We're rolling a d6 with that. A d6 is a check, and then you add the stats. Like a D&D, you add stats to the roll.
Yep.
Okay.
So, like, you have base stats, but your roll determines ultimately how good you do, even though you have stats. So it's still a game of chance. So it's not just because he's more powerful than you, he doesn't always beat you. You can still have a chance.
Yeah. And something else, because this didn't happen, but he succeeded on that one power versus defense roll, and we decided that there's a ruling that it's that the ball would have went over my mech and then gone an extra space.
Right.
So it's if a dice is
Remember?
rolled,
Yep.
the mech with the higher.
So you could have gone.
Roll.
Well, you also had.
Yeah, the highest modified roll.
You also still had 2 left, so it would have gone past him anyways to here, but then you would have got an extra space here.
Mm-hmm.
So what's like then you have a choice if it's successful.
You have a choice if you want it to go past, but I mean, I think it should be that it goes past anyways because of the power that was put behind it.
In that case, it was because his mech is right there.
Oh, his mech stopped it, so it was basically like a pass.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. If your mech's not there, it shouldn't be able to be stopped. It would go right past the other guy.
It would go over my mech and then go an extra space.
So the winning attacking player can choose to pass the defending mech or make a strike.
Well, this was a very
Your
unique
strike
situation.
is same thing as passing.
Yeah.
You're doing the same basic thing.
Yeah, but this right here was a very unique situation because he kicked it off the wall, and it would have because there's a ruling that like if they hit the ball and the mech's in the way, and it's a power versus defense roll. It was my mech's defense versus his mech's power. He won the roll, and if his mech wasn't there, he wouldn't have had the choice. But the ball would have went over my mech,
Okay.
and then got an extra space.
So dice is rolled, the mech with the highest modified roll wins. So winning attacking player can choose to pass to the defending mech or make a choose to pass to the defending mech or make a pass to another
Yeah.
member of their team. If the defending player wins, they intercept the ball in game position.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So like if I would have.
I have this under making a save.
Yeah. If I like say for instance if I would have won that roll, the ball would be in my possession and he would have to make an athletics check to get the ball past me.
So is it are kicks made from modified strengths, just straight up the strength, or is it with a roll?
The kicks are just straight up your stat.
Okay.
The dice is only when you're checking for conflict with another mech.
I can pass this to you later and you can make any changes if you want.
But the die is only for when you're checking your stats with another mech.
Okay.
Your turn.
And thinking. And in order for me to do that, we have to make an athletics check. Because I'm trying to run past the ball, with the ball. So... athletics check. 5.
Sorry.
5. So it's just down to athletics score.
That's fine.
Striker versus striker.
I have 2 plus 5.
I have 3.
So you win.
So I win by 1. So I'm going to travel the speed of 5. 1, 3, 4, 5. So close.
At least for the video, you only have to show an example of like a game winning and stuff like that.
No.
You don't have to like do a full game.
Mm-hmm.
We're just getting 1 goal.
Yeah, and I think for when we do the thing tomorrow, it's only going to be 1 goal.
Yeah.
Because we don't want the game going on too long.
Yeah.
What do you made for tomorrow?
I'm going to kick it this way with
Tomorrow
the
is
power
what
of
we're doing there.
We gotta do the
5.
physical.
Oh,
1, 2,
okay, yeah,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So close!
That's very close.
Don't you have to do a change to see if you have to...
No, because it stopped
Well,
right next to
no.
you.
No, with him it would be an athletics check. It's because it's next to him. An athletics check is when it's passing by you.
Is he gonna fumble or is he just gonna put his foot on it?
No, I thought it was defense either way, whether it was passing by you or not.
Well, athletics is...
Athletics is player versus player.
Okay, so then yeah, it would be my power versus his defense.
But if he fails,
Because
it's not
if you look
yeah,
at the
yeah,
goal-
it's still not going to move either way, so...
The goalie, which one's your goalie?
I think right now it
High
actually...
defense, 0 athletics. It's against defense.
I think it doesn't... Right now it doesn't matter.
Well, that's how he said it before.
Yeah,
That's how it's
no,
been.
no, because it stopped.
Yeah,
Well,
you
stops
don't need
right
to
there.
do a check because it stopped. But if it had gone past him, it would have been
for the
his
sake of-
power against your
For the
defense.
sake of
Do you have
time,
pencil?
I think I probably
Athletics
should
is only when you're carrying
just,
the
for
ball
sake of
past
time, I
him.
think I should just throw it and you get the goal.
No, because the ball stops right there. That's as far as like my kick strength goes. Does somebody have a pencil right now?
Yeah, I'm checking my bag next to you.
Yes. Are you
Faded there.
making changes to that?
No, it faded.
Oh, okay.
It was faded away and I could barely see it.
Oh, okay.
You got something in it.
All right, we're at 16 minutes.
Well, you can't throw, so it's your go.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, I need to move my backs around because I still have 2 moves. 1, 2, 3. Now it's your go.
Mecha Striker Federation Soccer. MXFS. I have to put the soccer in there so people
I
know what it
basically have to
is.
move this out with my power
Mhm.
from the goalie. So the goalie has 3 power, so 1, 2, 3.
Well, that's moving, so that would be 4 movement with your goalie, and you can move the ball with you.
Yeah.
No, I thought he can't leave the post.
No, he can.
Oh, you can.
The goalie can, but nobody can go in that post.
Oh, so I'm moving this to, so,
No, you'd be able to go backwards with it. It's just that the ball stays with you.
oh, okay, so, anyway, I'm moving this to this way anyway. So, goalie, move speed, plus 4 speed. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm moving there, and then moving this. I'm going to move him. Well, I know I moved him. So I'm going to
Some kind of custom.
mix.
Oh man, I gotta do those 2 quizzes today as well. So that'll take up an
So,
hour.
1, 2, 3. I'm gonna move here. I'm gonna kick this
Paul, do you want to
down.
come back to my place after this? And
No, I have my own work.
do you have your stuff to do? Okay, no.
This is D100, so I'm gonna kick this over here. So power, 3 power. So 3 power. So do I roll?
No.
Okay, so
No.
1, 2, 3.
Well, no, you don't have to from there, because you can kick it this way, and you wouldn't have to make the check with me.
No. Okay. So 1, 2, 3.
No. I'm talking about like off of him.
Oh, so okay. So kick it off of him. Then
Yeah, it's
he's
a power of 4. So
12, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
well, no, because the ball stopped right there, so 1, 2, 3.
Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4.
4.
Hexagonal. Okay. I moved, so that's it.
Yeah, that was 3 movements on yours.
So we've already explained all the rules. That's why audio at this point is really a big issue. We've already explained the basics of it. There's no reason to now. Just
What was it, Machito?
I'll save this. And
double side. Give me the fucking mic.
Give me the mic! Give me the mic!
Look at the birdie.
Fine, I'll just go practice my Vegeta.
I can finish the rest of this.
We're gonna cut out this part of the audio.
Oh, then we can-
It's like there's a large portion of audio we won't need.
Oh, well, in that case, fuck!
Got it! Son of a bitch! Yeah, look, this like a lot of this part of this stuff is just you guys actually playing, so there's literally no reason for me to have audio. All of this banter and empty audio would
I
be
just want you to
useless.
get a goal so we can hit this.
5, And then with the power of 4.
We all have to yell goal when we're done. We all have to yell goal when we're done. That's the rule. 4.
Just play.
Body.
Just play. Joe Stark.
I love how like your crotch is the one thing that's in the shot.
Mine?
Yeah, your crotch is in the shot. I can't get it out either. That's the worst part. Stop, no. Because you're literally just right there in the corner.
You. This is my G100. So I'm moving you. 1, a 2, a 3. And we're going to.
Oh yeah, you wanted to see that, right?
We're going to sidekick you up here. So you're going to move 1, 2, 3. Stop.
No, he was asking me earlier what it looked like.
What? Let me see.
Oh, it's just this.
2. So
Ah.
1,
Yeah,
2,
was just showing him.
3.
Because he was curious.
4. And then we're
That one time you had to use it.
I've been waiting for so long
and
to
we're
use
going
it.
to kick you.
I know that one time you had to. That one time you had to.
I
Like
almost.
you didn't use it, but you took it out.
And then we're going to
What do you mean?
I remember you telling about the time that one guy just walked through your door.
Oh, I didn't actually set it off. What I had
Ah.
the safety off.
3.
I was gonna zap the shit out
And
of
then
him.
power. I'm going to kick you 5 spaces.
Wait, which one's that? Your
This is
striker?
Yeah, that guy scared the shit out of me.
No, that's one of your midfielders, but it does have a high
I
strike.
think my
so-
door locked never mind because of that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And
Okay.
how you like me now? How you like me now?
2.
I like the heavy as well, but
No.
Power of 3, so 1, 2, 3.
but I know just what you running from. There's one song, but if you like the heavy, there's one song I gotta
3,
show you
4.
that you have to know.
Jesus, this is like real soccer. It takes so long just to get one goal.
Uh-huh.
The thing is, I actually enjoy soccer,
I do too.
so I'm not having a problem with this.
90 minutes, and then we have we have overtime 15 minutes.
Oh, speaking of
Not
soccer,
counting added time, and then we're going to go to penalty kicks.
We're already at 22 minutes, so if you guys...
no.
The longer you take, the faster I have to speed it up, and the more muddled it gets.
Speaking of soccer, did you guys hear what's going to be happening for the World Soccer Cup or whatever, the World Cup?
No.
Isn't it having?
They're going to be increasing the number of teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's from 32 to like 48, I think now.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's because of the Asian Federation, their soccer league complained like we don't get enough representation. There's not enough of our teams in here.
They're done.
So they worked with it and it's like, okay, we'll increase the number of teams that can make it in, and
But you have to still get past qualifiers.
yeah, they'll still have to pass qualifiers, but it opens up for more teams.
That's awesome.
Qualifications are already over.
Oh yeah, no, they opened it up for they already did it.
That was like before this.
Yeah.
Still, like the only ones that went to the Asian was the same countries that always get into the Asian side.
Japan.
Every country in Africa.
Niki, that's bananas.
And South America. And Central America. They love... Italians love soccer. It's big over there. Yeah.
You should see freaking Amsterdam.
By the way, screw golf.
Yeah, because we have Russia, Brazil, Iran, Japan, Mexico, Belgium, South Korea, Saudi Arabia, Germany, England, Spain, Nigeria, Costa Rica, Poland, Egypt, Iceland, Serbia, Portugal, France, Uruguay, Argentina, Colombia, Panama, Senegal, Morocco, Tunisia, Switzerland, Croatia, Sweden, Denmark, Australia, and Peru.
Damn.
4, so...
Portugal, 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 Portugal.
Oh. Athletics check.
You saw I have a Portugal banner in my car, right?
Mm-hmm.
15.
5. No, wait. 1, 2, 3. So it'd be right here when the check
I have
happens.
6.
Yeah, no, but the ball would be right here when the check happens.
Well,
The ball, because you already moved. So you have 6 total. What's your D12? That's the powered house.
Oh yeah, that's power. Yeah. God, it's 4 plus 2.
Okay. Wait, where's the +2? Oh, one from there, one from there?
From the 6.
No, not movement. I'm talking about your power by
Power's
itself.
4.
So 4 + 1, so that's 5.
Uh-huh.
And then mine is, I think that's my weaker one? No, that's actually my stronger one. It's 3 + 5, so I win.
Yes.
So the ball stays in my control.
Okay. It's that. My turn's up.
Yeah. What is it, baby? You're kicking a lot.
1, 2, 3. Take a you. And take it away from you.
He's either purring or shivering, one of the two.
Probably shivering. It's very cold in here.
So,
My hands are freezing too, just now.
so we're going to take you, and we're going to 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to take you.
Oh, he's probably shivering.
Portugal, Spain, Morocco, Iran
1,
for their
2,
group stage.
3.
Okay.
Oh, oh.
Portugal should be fine then.
Oh.
Alright, there you go.
No, not the shirt pouch. You sleeping pouch. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just going to give you a few kisses and say hello. Make you say hello to the world, but
So
no.
Portugal should be
Wake the fuck up!
group stages. So
Wake the fuck up! It's past noon! Get your life together!
God.
Me and my dad are
DPZ
getting,
abridged. I watched that shit religiously.
Oh,
religiously.
God! Natural light! Now!
Now, look
Oh,
at the bird.
by the way,
now.
when I was going to get the donuts and everything, I could not hear normal conversation, but the second it got a little too loud, I could hear it.
Dude, those
when
people.
I was
Oh.
Those
like,
people
I couldn't hear
definitely
normal
us.
conversation, but the second it gets a little too loud, you can hear it.
Yeah, I know the people out there in the hallway heard the same.
my dad.
Oh yeah, I know.
My dad and I are getting Portugal jerseys before the World Cup begins.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
You know, away jerseys actually don't look that bad. You have handle green crosses all over it.
Okay, so the ball's floating in the middle of the arena right now.
Geese.
Okay.
Squeeze.
Though it's kind of a little boring.
Yeah, it's good. The light looks nice.
Yeah, the seniors like little green crosses.
Yeah.
The other one's just red.
Free real estate.
Yeah, because that's the home kit.
Free real estate.
Free real estate.
That's the home kit. It's not bad.
I don't know
Two.
why that's a thing.
But I'm kind of partial to the white with the little green crosses.
4.
I always like the away kits a little bit more.
Do it.
Do it. Do it. Screw it. Do it. 1, 2, 3. There you go. I didn't touch the ball. I didn't touch the ball, so you gotta go up and kick.
Oh.
I can just close this, right? But I'm gonna have to sit down and try to add some more.
Yeah.
So we're going for that 1, 2, 3. And we gonna kick it right there because we got a power level of 5.
5.
So
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Awesome! It stops right next to my goalie.
That's fine.
That was one move, so you get to move your other mechs now.
I know. Because we're going for that. Which one is this?
Call you, Chris. Yeah.
Which one is this again?
Let me see it. That's your D10.
Swiggity swooty, I'm
Swiggity swooty, I'm coming for that booty.
1,
Swinging his glass and
2,
coming for
3,
that
4.
ass.
How you doing, good sir?
Dashing through the grass, I'm coming to get that ass.
Dashing through the grass, I'm coming for that ass. 1, 2.
We just can't help ourselves, can we?
When you're an ass man, you can't stop talking about the ass.
My name is Morgan Freeman, and I will talk to you today about that ass.
Okay, sprinkles.
Titty sprinkles.
Hey, Paul.
Today's sprinkles.
Ball sack.
I will make an
Bob
NPC.
Saget.
I will make an NPC
What are you
do
talking
that.
about? I was
in our
like, dude, why are you saying ball sack? Like, what are you talking about? I'm just saying ball sack. I'm not saying any particular way. I'm just saying ball sack. What, dude, stop saying ball sack like that. What is wrong with you? What are you talking about? It's just ball sack. that shit makes my friends crack the fuck up.
8.
Ball sack.
Because he's just saying that abruptly. Out of
You ever watched the movie?
Ass nipples.
Have you ever watched the movie
Thick butt.
40-Year-Old Virgin, where he's getting the hair removal with the wax? Kelly Clarkson.
Did you know that scene was absolutely genuine because
He actually
that was actual waxing.
No.
Yeah.
So that was really him in so much pain.
Yeah,
Like,
that was
they
also
were
really
telling him to say whatever came to mind.
That was also him bleeding too because he bled.
Those ladies were literally laughing at him. So.
I'll be laughing too if I was Asian.
That is great. I love it when I find out scenes like that are improv. That's so awesome.
What do you mean, traitor?
No. Speaking of improv scenes, here you go. There's a few really good ones.
The one with Leonardo DiCaprio during the Django Unchained. That was fucking epic. That was so great.
You all know about that one, right?
Where he fucking actually,
he
had to go get stitches on his hand because
he was improvised. Like he didn't warn Kerry Washington about rubbing his blood. That's a reaction.
No, because he didn't expect to actually break the glass. He was just slamming his head. Then, like when he realized that happened, he was like he took advantage of it instead of stopping the scene. He was just like.
So that was 1, 2.
It was like, oh my god.
That was genuine, like on her face.
God.
1, 2, 3.
You want to know another one?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, in
This is my.
Pirates of the Caribbean, when Jack Sparrow's like, "I got a jodder," that was improvised. No. The thing is, you can see Orlando Bloom have a double take because he sees him walk by. He's like, "What?" And then he looks the opposite direction of everybody else because he's looking at the director and he's like,
Jesus Lord and Christ.
he's looking at the director and you see him mouth, "What?" Briefly, you just see him go.
This is where I have my meals.
Does this have to be a check? Hey, does it have to be a check? Because I'm.
Yeah, athletics versus athletics.
Not a fudger.
It would be before that. You would have to move back a space.
It would be right there. That's where the check is. So 8.
As soon as the ball gets within range.
And plus 5, 3, 10, which is 2, 5.
Mine's 8. Stop there.
So can I kick it though?
All
Yeah,
right.
you can kick it, but it'd be as your strength versus my defense.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's why power versus
5 plus
defense
2.
works better than.
That's 7.
My 8.
That's 7.
Mine's 7 too.
So what does that mean?
That defender wins.
Defender wins automatically, so ball does not go.
Damn.
You have to overpower the defender to get past the
Can I
check.
just kick him in the nuts like normal?
Nope, that's not how soccer's played. You can kick him in the head.
True.
Try to play it off as an
I had to
accident.
move one piece, so D12.
Another one.
2, 3.
Yeah, you
I
you've
love
seen the Dark
improv
Knight.
scenes. Yeah, the one with the
Joker?
the Joker. Click, click, click.
Yeah, no, because
the
that
bomb
was
or
actually the detonator. Well, it wasn't actually the detonator, but they had the detonation team to like. But there was a problem with the detonation on
Yeah,
their
the
end.
fuse didn't go off in time. It was a
Yeah, it was like-
explosion. So he's just like.
What the fuck, man? Oh, poof. Oh, he just starts.
No. Like when you see him messing around with it, that was him improving. Like, okay, something's wrong with the explosion. We're only going to be able to do this scene once. So